Hi there. Today I thought I'd talk about what is the process I go through with my new clients in providing them advice around their personal insurance and family life insurance planning needs. As I've said in previous vlogs, the difference or more the point, why do you see me versus going online or trusting your superannuation fund is very, very important. I'd encourage you to listen to that one certainly first. Normally, you would have been introduced to myself either via an existing client or a colleague, or if not, your accountant or your lawyer or your mortgage broker. And the reason they would have introduced you to me is either you would have asked them, or they would have identified that if something was to happen to you or your ability to earn an income, there would be a significant impact on your future goals and ambitions and your family. So in terms of what is the process, it's actually, in my mind, a really simple 3 to 3.5 step process. Obviously, it starts with an initial meeting. And the initial meeting for me and for you really is for me to understand what it is that is keeping you awake at night, or what is the problem. And at the end of that meeting, you leaving with a clear picture in your mind of what the problem is that we have to solve, or that yes, we can solve what's keeping you awake at night. I then go away and do some preliminary work around what you might have in place, or numbers, or the like. And then we have a second meeting. And at the second meeting, the outcome I want to leave you with is for you to be in a position to be able to clearly articulate and understand what it is that's important to you to protect, and why you want to protect that, and also, that there is a cost involved in protecting that, and that you're happy with the appropriate cost for the appropriate protection. At the end of that meeting, it'll be very clear to you of, what it is that you need to put in place, and ultimately why you need to put that in place. And you'll be making an educated decision around that. Lastly, we then have a meeting which really is to wrap everything up. It's to answer any final questions that you might have, go through the advice again to make sure that it is meeting what it is you're looking for, and ultimately to complete applications. Now, the application point again could be a separate video series altogether, but for my mind, the underwriting process is the magic of the job rather than the science. Certainly, with most of my clients, there is mandatory medicals and underwriting involved, and it's not due to ill health, but ultimately it's due to the sums insured involved. You see, look at some rules of thumb of people that are earning sort of more than $150,000 to $200,000 a year for income protection will have mandatory medicals, and then the mandatory medicals around life insurance and the like fall off the back of that. So, as I said, ultimately it's a 3 to 3.5 step process. It's an initial meeting to understand, the why, what it is that's keeping you awake at night, and can we solve the problem. A second meeting really to ensure that you can make an informed decision and be very comfortable in the problem that you're solving. The third is to implement the solution. And then obviously the half step, so to speak, is that underwriting process. Once that's all done, we then move into the review process, and certainly we review at least once a year. And ultimately that's around because we need to make sure that as life changes, certainly what we've got in place keeps track, or keeps pace, I should say, with your changes as well. As always, would love to hear your thoughts, comments and feedback. Take care out there.